This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, real Cowboys fan. Stand up and yo. Today I want to dive quickly into Juanyeh Thomas, number 30. Now, we did a film breakdown of Juanyeh this offseason, so I'll post that right there up above, so go ahead and click that. But, I feel like Juanyeh is an interesting topic of discussion when it comes to Dallas Cowboys defense, because though he's an undrafted guy, there is a lot of upside potential when it comes to him being out there on the field when it comes to our safety position. So, what's really going to transpire when we get to week one, I do not know. But honestly, I do not see how do you keep number 30 off the field. I mean, just from a standpoint, from his athleticism, his knowledge, his IQ, his communication, like it's all starting to click and come together for Juanyeh, and also the special teams value. And if you go back and watch the film, what we're about to do right now versus the Raiders in the last preseason game, you'll see a lot of things when it comes to Juanyeh that really jumps off the screen. So the very first play right here, you'll see him lined up deep. And I know a lot of people think that Juanyeh is more just a box safety, but it shows some of the versatility that he can play single high. So he can play your two deeps, which Coach Zimmer really likes to play a lot often, but also he can play your free safety if need be, because he has that versatility. So the Raiders are going to come out with this quick play action and just the read and recognition. Now, this was a play, if you watched my live show, we were kind of live streaming talking about this play while we're at the game live, but he's reading the quarterback. That's Minshew, and he's pretty much taking away this post, right? So he's making Minshew kind of hold and read, right? So when he sees that crosser, watch how he comes downhill and recognizes. So by the time Minshew is loading up to throw that crosser, you see Juanyeh is already coming downhill to make a play on this wide receiver, and bang, lights out, right? So it shows that ability to read and recognize, but when he recognizes it, he's able to come downhill and make a play, which I definitely like when it comes to Juanyeh. So it's just that versatility, and he's not afraid to hit. He's not afraid to hit. You see the motor, you see the recognition, you see the speed, the athleticism. It's all there when it comes to Juanyeh. Bam. Good play. Good play to cause the pass breakup. Bam. We were talking on the live cam. We were talking a little reckless to those Raiders fans out there on the live cam. Now this play right here, you'll see him once again, kind of this too high look when it comes to our defense. And so him and Marquise Bell, they kind of rotate and switch, which I like to kind of see, who can play deep and who can play closer to the box. And I feel like Marquise Bell, we'll talk about him later, but he played well kind of in the free safety spot as well. But you'll see Juanyeh lined up, and even though he's dropping back, reading this play action, he's going to recognize it. He's going to take on that running back. Okay, the running back is covered, right? So, all right, we have two right here. I think that's Izzy and Will Harvey on the running back. So that's good. We're good back here on the backside because Marquise got this. All right, so now I'm kind of floating in space, kind of spying the quarterback. What's going to happen, right? Is he going to come underneath for a screen? Let's see what's going to happen there. Okay, not. He recognizes it. Minshew breaks out, tries to roll out, make a throw. And Juanyeh actually making a play. Should have intercepted this, right? There's a few push-ups right there, but just good play recognition, come downhill, and just make a play on the pass. So good play from Juanyeh. And like I said, that's just his ability. Like if you're kind of floating out there in space, if you're spying or, kind of a mixed coverage, to read and react. He's pretty much reading everything, right? So like I said, boom, he's coming down, running back in the flat. Okay, that's gone there. All right, could there be something underneath that's happening? Let me go check that here. Okay, nah. Minshew's going to roll out. Let me come downhill. So look how fast he is moving, how charged up he's moving when you watch this play in full speed. Boom, flat, underneath, nope. Coming downhill, hands up. PBU, man. Good play by Juanyeh right there. And this play right here just shows how he's able to come downhill and be a sure tackler as well. Like I said, he's not afraid to come down and hit, recognizes it, reads, reacts, comes in and helps with the tackle. I think that's him and Maris, right? Yeah, him and Maris come down to make a play on the wide receiver. So quick recognition, and once he reads it, he reacts, comes downhill. And so you need safeties that can do this. And also we have a few corners. And, Andrew Booth had a solid game, not in coverage, I would say, but as far as tackling wise, right? People that can come down and help with these underneath throws, also in run support. And I think that's where the real value when it comes to Juanyeh is. He's not afraid to come down, put his shoulder down, and make a play. Feisty. Now here's a play just in run defense, right? So now you see him kind of playing in the box. So it shows that versatility. He's played, the single high, he's played, double high, and he's also played around the box. So it shows that versatility that's kind of able to play all over the field, right? And probably cover some of these tight ends. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But here he comes down to run support, just kind of read and recognizing. Now he doesn't get to it because the Cowboys got another monster, y'all. I think the Cowboys got another monster in Marshawn Kneeland. So Marshawn Kneeland beats him to the punch, right? But just some of that recognition of being able to come downhill and recognize the ball carrier is definitely going to add value, especially since we want to put an emphasis on stopping the run. It's going to be important that everybody gets involved, not just the linebackers and defensive tackles, but the safeties and also the corners. And I think Juanyeh can definitely help with that as well. So for those of you who have been watching the channel, we've been talking about the double A gap mug, right? And, Zim likes to have some of the safeties play around the line of scrimmage. Juanyeh can definitely do that, give you run support, but also help with underneath coverage, especially with some of those tight ends, and just kind of adds that value to our defense to make it, it's nice to have a rotation of safeties, right? I don't want it to be like we got to pick this safety over that safety and this safety over that safety. For Cowboys fans, we wanted safeties for long enough. Hell, we just wanted one. And now we got 4 or 5 of those things that you can be interchangeable when it comes to your scheme. But I think when it comes to Juanyeh Thomas, you definitely have to have a player out there that can cover land, right? And look at this play. Even though he's not able to get to the make the tackle, right? Just watch how he's able to move in space quickly, turn his hips, boom, turn, run, right? So even if there was a broken tackle, he was going to be around the play. And y'all always know my motto if you watch some of my film breakdowns, right? As a defender, you make your money around the ball, right? So he's always flowing to the ball, whether you're a linebacker or a safety. You got to run and flow to the ball, and he's always flowing. You never see Juanyeh loafing on plays. I think maybe that's some of that hustle, some of that undrafted free agent, and then kind of walks with a chip on his shoulder, right? But he's always flowing to the ball. And this was in the previous game versus the LA Rams, right? Just another big hit ability when it comes to Juanyeh. And like I said, it just makes you kind of think twice when you're out there. You have to kind of know where 30 is, because 30 will definitely come down and lay that hit. Now, even though I think that's Jordan Whittington, who had a hell of a game versus our secondary, right? It shows that he's able to bring that physicality. You're going to remember that, right? You're going to remember that. And wide receivers, they don't like to get hit like this, right? So, good, clean shot, nothing dirty, right? But you have to feel it. If you're going to make that catch, you're going to feel it. And Juanyeh can definitely come down there and make sure that these wide receivers are recognizing where he's at. So I think when it comes to Juanyeh, there's a variety of different things that he brings to our defense. He brings IQ once again, speed, agility, toughness, and he's always going to play hard and flow to the ball. There's a lot of different things he can do. Very versatile player out of Georgia Tech. He's probably going to lose to my nose this coming weekend, right? But he's just a hard-nosed player, and I think that Zim's going to have to find a way to get him on the field more than we saw last year, because he's definitely going to add to our defense, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. We got a lot of film sessions dropping soon, and I'm going to get to the Raiders game, because I know there's a lot of players here I want to see, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But before we go, we got to give a huge shout-out to our sponsors in BetUS. I want everyone to stay blessed, stay safe, stay encouraged, and we need to see 30 get more reps on Sunday. Peace.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.